can't heal. I can't heal. I had chat open. I had chat open.
What's cracking YouTube? It's your boy Anthony Spritz back with another video, getting this YouTube voice on. And man, I gotta tell you, I've been recording this thing like 100 times over. That's why it's been taking me so long to get this to y'all. I did make a Diablo 4 video covering the beta. This is gonna be my first 100 hours of Sauce. Your boy has played over 100 hours, most of the characters to level 50, and I'm just gonna let y'all know what's up. So we're gonna jump right into it. Right from the start, the story picks up 30 years after that Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls DLC. You pick your character, you get a little encounter with some weird cult people, not gonna say too much, but after that encounter you get the ability to see the main baddie, the main villain, which is Lilith. Lilith is basically a demon who's trying to get power for her own little reasons and stuff that you'll find out later on in the story. She's on the cover of the game, and you know, they did a real good job with her. She's a good villain. She's fully fleshed out. You might even feel for her at the end of the game and everything. And most importantly, she got that real baby mama vibe, that real raw baby mama energy. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, the story itself, it's dark. It's full of cutscenes and twists, turns, and it's a lot more of a typical campaign for a game like this. Diablo 4 is an action RPG, so the meat and potatoes of the game is playing the actual game, leveling up, getting gear and all that. So usually with these types of games, the story is second fiddle, but here they did a good job of making it feel like your typical AAA game with a full story, crazy good looking cutscenes, voice acting is dope, all that jazz. So when you get into the game, you have 5 playable characters. You have the Druid, the Barbarian, the Rogue, Sorceress, and the Necromancer. I've played all classes except for the Barbarian and Druid, just because those 2 classes are kind of more TLC, meaning that you might not see results as quick as the other ones. So when you're playing those, you might feel a little weaker because you kind of have to chug along into the end game where they actually feel more powerful and stuff like that, if that makes any sense. Moving on, all the classes I did play, I got to level 50 playing that campaign like 5 or 6 times back to back. So believe me when I say the campaign is pretty dope. You do get the ability to skip it the first time after you make your way through it, so that's cool. I'm happy to report there are a lot of different build options, choices, play styles for everybody, so you can choose your own, choose your own little sauce, how you want to play. Each character, you have an upgrade tree that usually has a couple different ways that you can synergize, and you can take whatever route you want to take, so that's pretty cool. Now the basic gameplay revolves around you leveling up, finding gear, upgrading that gear, the typical RPG thing. You basically choose what skills you want and map them to a dedicated button. I was playing on console, so you choose your skill, you map them to a button, and you can just use these skills. Some of them have cooldowns, some of them use like a little resource at the bottom of the screen that you have to wait for it to reload. But that's in layman's terms what you're expecting in terms of gameplay there. And the game feels great. It's snappy, it's responsive, visually stunning. Some of the skills actually look really cool to trigger. You're comboing, you're depending on what class you're choosing. It does change up the gameplay, how you would play. Some classes are tankier than others, some classes do more damage, etc., etc. You get it, you got it. Good. Moving on. Now, is this game approachable for newcomers, somebody that might not have been able to play the other Diablo games, or maybe this is your first Diablo game, maybe this might even be your first RPG, I don't know. But is this game approachable to newcomers? I think for the most part it is. It's not that deep, and by the time you get through the campaign and all of that, it teaches you enough to get you to the mid game. So the way that the game is set up, level 1 through 50 is basically the beginning, level 50 through 70 is mid game, and level 70 through 100 is end game territory. So after you finish the campaign, if you're doing the campaign, and even if you're only doing the missions, you should be around level 30, 40ish when you finish it. So you won't have that much more to go to get to the mid game. Now, besides the campaign, there are dungeons that you can participate in, random world events that are everywhere, and you can get in there, you can level up, find different chests and stuff for your gear, your weapons, and just basically go crazy. The game is full of content, as you can tell, over 100 hours, and I still need to jump back in and get a couple hundred more, play as that druid, play as that barbarian, but that's besides the point. I do believe that this game is approachable for newcomers, and not only that, I think that they have a lot to chew on here. They can easily become more intermediate or even veteran gamers when it comes to this Diablo 4 universe. It does a good job of, for the most part, teaching you what you need to do, how you need to do it, and plus, y'all got YouTube, so this is approachable in my opinion. And yeah, moving on. All right, the last thing I want to get into is basically some of the gripes that I had about the beta and the little 5 minutes that I did play, because your boy was having all type of issues with that beta. Y'all should go check out that video and see exactly what I'm talking about. But the game is always online, so if your internet decides to go Muscle Man Randy Savage on you from the top rope and just completely do its own thing, then you're kind of SOL, you're shit out of luck, because the game is dependent on an online connection, so you will not be able to log in, or if they have any updates. So far, they've done pretty good at updating the servers, keeping the servers good. I have not had any problems with connecting, disconnecting, or anything of that nature. But the game is always online, unfortunately, so things could change, and that also goes for the updates too. The updates so far are pretty good. They're rolling out updates, changing how certain classes play, buffs, or strengths, weaknesses, basically making certain stuff stronger, certain stuff weaker. Now in the future, that could be either for better or for worse, depending on what Blizzard does. So those are some of the gripes that I had with the game. But besides that, the game was pretty solid. I had no frame rate issues, no issues running the game, none of that. And yeah, but this has been Young Anthony Spritz, just giving y'all a little taste of my 100 hours of sauce. Maybe you played it, maybe you have it, maybe you're thinking about it. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of get y'all started and let y'all know what your boy was doing and how I feel about it after 100+ hours of playing it. It is a good sign that I want to jump right back in after I played some of the games that I'm playing so far. And your boy has hella content coming, so I appreciate y'all for checking out the channel. Wait on that. And yeah, this game it's saucy so far, so my hopes are up that it'll stay that way. But I'm just doing a whole lot of talking, a whole lot of babbling, and a way more recording than I should be. So I'm about to turn this YouTube voice off. Y'all let me know what y'all think of the video, what y'all think of the game. Leave a comment, all that good stuff. And just like that, man, I'm gone. Peace.